Attention everyone. So I was in the Camp Taylor neighborhood earlier this week scoping out an off-market property that's got a pretty crazy little story that comes along with it. And it's pretty cool because it perfectly sums up the history of that area, so we're going to talk about it. Now, for anyone who wasn't aware, 110 years ago, Camp Taylor was one of the southern edges of the city of Louisville, primarily made up of open green farmland. Well, when World War I got going, the area was converted into Camp Zachary Taylor, which at the time became one of the largest military training bases in the United States, housing almost 50,000 soldiers at one time. Shortly after World War I, the area began transitioning into the residential Camp Taylor neighborhood that you know today, with most houses in that area being built between 1925 and 1945. So as I was checking out this house that happened to be sitting on a double lot, clocking in at almost a full acre in total, the owner was telling me that the house, along with the house next door that has since been torn down, as well as the house on the other side of that, were originally used as army barracks to house some of those soldiers back when the entire area was still an army base. Now, since then, all these houses have been updated, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference for the most part, but you can see the similar look and build style here, sizing them up from the backyard. But the coolest part was discovered as we were walking back to the back of the property and we came across this old concrete pad to the left of the garage. Now, whenever I see something like this, I just assume it was the foundation of an old garage torn down at some point in the past. Well, after talking to the owner, it turns out that there was actually an old 100-year-old latrine that was used back in the old days as a detached from the house bathroom for soldiers that had houses in that area. You can see here where 2 toilets were set up, as well as a little shower stall here in the corner. Likely torn down almost 100 years ago whenever families started moving into the area after the camp closed. Now, I've said this before and I'll likely say it again. Camp Taylor is on the come up, folks. It's right outside of other great neighborhoods like Audubon Park and Parkway Village. It's close to 3 amazing Louisville parks and has super easy access to the highways, making the location pretty primo. But little historical tidbits like this make the area pop that much more. Pretty badass if you ask me.